Alright, we're getting back onto the FXR project here. So this is the rear master cylinder. It needs to be cleaned up and put a new seal kit in it. So you can't buy parts to fix these. You can buy new bodies and new other parts to go in here, but you can't buy the actual rebuild kit to fix it. So luckily, I don't care about that. I have front master cylinder rebuild kits here, which is this one's 5/8, this one here is 11/16. So that gives me the O-rings I need. So this is the one we took out of the front one. It's 5/8, so let's see if that's actually the size of what this one is. It looks like it is. Appears that's probably the same size. See how it's getting stuck in there? Okay, so we're going to use our 5/8 kit right here, not the 11/16. So I'm going to use this one here. Looks like this one's 11/16 that we used. No, we used 11/16. So that'll be this kit, not this kit. Yeah, one of the kits. We'll open up, see which one it is. Could measure it. That looks pretty big, so it's probably the 11/16. So I need to basically just clean the gook out of here, and then go ahead and swap out the two seals on here and put it back together. So that's what we're going to do. So if you can't buy the parts you need, you use what you can get. None of this stuff has to be 100% perfect to work. Okay, I'm going to use my CRC here to clean it a little bit, because I'm just about out of my brake clean. Not much left. Got used up on panhead gear cleaning. So you need something abrasive to take it off. So your finger works really good as a bit of abrasive material. Your fingerprints actually do quite a bit in there. So the muck is coming out. More. So you get all this junk cleaned out of here. Otherwise the new seals will have to ride across it, and that doesn't like, they don't like running across crap. You can use a little wire, like a little brass wire brush maybe a little bit, not too good. A little nylon brush is fine. Or use what you got. I got a finger. Finger works just fine. Okay, it's starting to look kind of clean in there. I'll blow that out. Get a little handy dandy airline here. So gives you a little bit better idea what it looks like in there now. So give it one more shot. Keeps coming up pukey looking, just keep cleaning until it doesn't come up that way anymore. Starting to look pretty clean. Real good. Wipe off your tip of your air nozzle anyway. Okay. Clean the outside off a little bit. And we take our brake clean. Shot. Take some clean toilet paper, works good for a lot of things besides your butt. Get some more. the other direction. Some fresh surface on there. Jammed in there pretty good, see? A little bit cleaner. Okay, so that looks nice and clean in there now. Good to go. Okay, we're going to need to clean off this mess in here now. First thing to do is get the rubber seals out of here. So let's get ourselves a little seal pick here. First thing to do is free it up a little bit. You try to put it over the top. So this one actually still looks pretty good. Probably work again. Just clean all the puke off, it'll probably work. Hopefully won't have to do that, but we'll find out. We might have to. So just don't damage these taking them out. So I'm going to clean all this up again. Get this too. Good. Blow it off. You want to make sure you get no petroleum products inside of your brakes or it'll destroy things. So it's like oil and water. Petroleum and brake fluid do not mix, and the seals don't like it either. So after you clean everything off, you have the brake clean. And blow it, get all that residue off. Now that part's clean. Clean up all these parts. That's the last piece that really needs to be cleaned. It's pretty nasty. Fingernail work going in here. Get all the edges and stuff, get all the crud off. Especially inside here where the actual seals are at. First cleaning makes it look a lot better. Go at it some more. Starting to get shiny, that's a good sign. There's a lot of black residue in here on where the seal was at. A lot of muck in here. See it on my thumbnail there? Still got quite a bit of junk in the groove right here, so keep on it. Side here is getting pretty clean. Over the dirty side. This is the dirtiest edges right here. Save it for last. Can also go down with a little screwdriver. A little fine tip screwdriver you can get in there. Need something a little more aggressive than your thumbnail. Just take the flat edge, and just kind of rub on it. You're not trying to scratch it up, just get the black goo buildup off. Third cleaning, starting to look pretty good. Still a little bit of buildup here though. Just keep on it. Any of this buildup over here where the seal goes can cause it to leak, not work correctly. So you want to make sure this surface is clean. Surfaces in here aren't as critical, but these, where the O-ring actually goes into, it does matter. So spend the time, get it pretty cleaned up. At 4 or 5 cleanings now. I think we're up to 5. I'm sticking my thumbnail through the rag and cleaning right up on the surface of the groove. Got 4 surfaces to do, so you take your nail and just run it up in there. So you want to get this edge right in here nice and clean. See how it's nice and gold color, not black anymore. That's what you're looking for. A little bit of buildup right there. A little bit of muck. That might just be corrosion now. Looks pretty clean. Okay, I'll go hit it with a brake clean now. Get a spring shoe over at it. Get it really close. A little pick in here. See if any of the stuff here that's left will come off, or it's just corrosion. Whatever it is pretty fine. It's coming off, so not much buildup on the edge. So we'll take our flat blade, clean it off real good on something clean. Try it again. Not really getting anything, not really building up anything on the end of my screwdriver, so it's not really anything coming off. It's, what I'm looking at is pretty much just corrosion. One more time. Okay. Not as good as we're going to get on that. between the groove here, the rubber. This rubber seems to be very flexible. I don't see any cracks in it. So this will probably rework, I bet. This sharp edge right here is what does all the sealing. The pressure pushes against this and it blows it out like that. So this here basically buckles out like this under use. I don't know if you can really see that, but I have put no chemicals on this. Everything's dry right now. If you want to put something on it, you can put a little water on there, a little soap and water, but don't put any chemicals on this. Brake clean makes it very hard and stiff. It dries it out. And obviously any kind of a petroleum product will destroy it. It makes it swell up and not work anymore. So if you can do it dry, pretty much do it dry or use a little bit of water. Okay, this one looks pretty good. Our O-ring right here. So mainly this is just full of dried up crap. It's not like it wasn't leaking anything that we could see. So you bend the rubber around and see if it's still nice and pliable and you don't feel any roughness to it, no cracks. Feels nice and smooth, very flexible. That's what you're looking for. Should be able to twist it up like that without any kind of damage. It's very flexible, so that's a good sign. So I think this is probably reusable. Seems to be pretty good condition. So I think it's probably just reusable the way it is, without replacing it. Just get the goo out of there, it's probably just fine. Okay, this is still pretty nasty on the outside edge. So we got an option, either reuse the seals or we can take the new ones and see if they'll work that I got. This is exterior, so you clean this with solvent or something else if you want. It doesn't hurt it. Just don't get it near anything that matters. Basically just wiping it off is what we're doing. Here's our cup. I paid attention how this comes apart, and I took it apart a month ago almost. How good is my memory? I don't know. See, I laid it on the table how it came out. Of course, now I'm picking it up and changing it. So you can still see the mark where the snap ring was. You can see this mark here where this here looks like it was right against it like that. So I got a pretty good idea how this came apart just by looking at it. So like I said, it's been a while since I took it apart. And books don't always show you how the assembly goes back together. So it helps to figure stuff out a little bit on your own as you go. So I think it goes like that. Pretty easy to figure that one out. This is definitely dirty here, otherwise known as nasty. And this is not, I don't have one. And it is torn a little bit. So you gotta be careful with this a little bit. Luckily it's still pretty flexible. Just don't tear on it too hard. Trying to just wipe off the goo on the outside. And on the inside, you stick our finger in there, and that's why you have to be careful about tearing it anymore. Said don't pull against that because you'll rip it. Alright, so I got that halfway clean out in there. No major goo. So that was in there somehow. Don't remember how that went. My guess is all this stuff was inside that boot. Okay, this is, appears to be dirty. Get rid of all this here.